Hey, welcome in everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Sean Blazo. I'm the Inside General Sales Manager here at PDK and really appreciate you stopping by. Today we're going to be talking about mobile credentials, how they're going to be beneficial for your end users, and why they're going to be beneficial for you as the dealer as well. Make sure to leave a comment because we are going to be giving away a red reader for free. So make sure that you leave a comment. You can ask questions. That will count towards that. So at the end, we will be announcing our winner of a red reader. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so what are mobile credentials? Well, similar to physical credentials, they will unlock the door for you. However, in the title, as it states, they are mobile. So you can use your phone to unlock your doors. You could do that on site, or you could do it remotely depending on which credentials you decide to use. So what kind of credentials are available? Well, we have Bluetooth credentials, which those are the ones that you're going to use on site. So you will simply walk up to the reader. You don't need to unlock your phone. You don't need to open any app. You just simply walk up to the reader, present your phone, and the door is going to unlock as long as you have permissions for that door. The other type is our mobile app. So with this, you can unlock any door that you have permissions to remotely using the PDK.io app. So how does PDK compare to our competitors? Well, PDK, you're able to actually use mobile credentials on every system that we have. So it doesn't require any kind of special head end. You can use the mobile app on any of our systems. Now, some of our competitors, when it comes to the Bluetooth, you actually have to scratch off a card and it's going to present some sort of code for you, and then you have to go into the software and then add in that code. But with PDK, you can issue credentials directly from PDK.io, which is really amazing, and end users absolutely love that. Let's go ahead and take a look at a video of how to do that.
Adding a mobile credential to a user is simple. From the credential holder's profile in PDK.io, add the user's email. To add a mobile credential to a user, select the plus icon next to credentials. You'll notice two tabs show up. The first tab is titled Card and is used for giving a user a physical credential. The second tab is used for mobile credentials. Choose this one. Notice there are two types of mobile credentials. Bluetooth will enable a user's smartphone to be a credential, communicating with the reader to grant access to an opening. Mobile app will enable the user's smartphone to unlock doors remotely from the app on their phone. After selecting Add, the credentials will be added to the user's account. PDK.io will send the user an email, enabling the user to accept and complete setup of their app. To set up a mobile credential on a user's phone, open the email and select the link to download the ProdataKey app. After downloading the app, return to the email and choose the Activate button. The users will now be able to open their ProdataKey app and unlock doors. If they were given Bluetooth credentials, they can simply walk up to a mobile credential reader, hold their phone to it, and be granted access. If they are using only the mobile app capabilities, the user will first see a list of the doors that they have permissions to after they have opened the app. To unlock a door, tap and hold the name of the door. For doors that are used frequently, users can save them for quick access by simply selecting the star next to each door. Now when a user opens the app, the default landing page will show all of their favorite doorways.
How easy was that? End users love how easy our systems are to use, and as you guys just saw, issuing and receiving credentials from PDK.io is extremely simple. Now let's talk about some of the benefits that end users have by using mobile credentials. Well, first of all, there's unlimited mobile credentials for our end users. It is not dependent on the number of credential holders. There's also no cost to replace credentials if your phone is lost or stolen. With physical credentials, there's obviously typically a cost when it comes to that. Now, the management of the credentials is also extremely simple and user-friendly because you don't actually need to be on site to issue those credentials. In today's world, a lot of people are working remote, so being able to issue those credentials so that people can quickly access their system is extremely beneficial and super awesome for our end users. Credential self-help is also a feature that we have within PDK.io, and what this does is if you lose your phone, you don't need to go to your manager of the PDK system. You could simply re-download the app and you can actually request to replace those credentials via the self-help app. There's also increased security. Making sure that your credentials are encrypted is extremely important, even when it comes to Bluetooth. They're also not shareable and they're not clonable. They're also more affordable. Did you know that roughly a third of physical credentials are broken or lost every year? That's going to save you a ton of money when it comes to switching from physical credentials to mobile credentials. Ease of use is also another big reason that you should go with mobile. Little to no training is needed for the end user. As you guys saw in the video, it's extremely easy to receive your credentials. And it's also easy to reissue your own credentials if they're lost, as we talked about with the self-help portion of the app. Rock Fitness absolutely loves our mobile credentials because they're unlimited for their members and they're easy to use and easy to remove, which is also extremely important. Let's take a look at this case study from Rock Fitness.
Rock Fitness is a 24/7 access gym for anybody that wants to get healthier and become a better version of themselves. We need constant security. We don't have a staff on board. Since we are 24/7, we don't want non-members able to come in without us knowing. PDK actually allows us to keep it secure that way.
PDK is the perfect solution for a gym for multiple reasons. Number one, the intuitive user interface. If you're a gym manager, every user interface question, concern, complication is multiplied by the number of individuals in your membership. It's part of their customer experience with the gym. The gym client uses the access control system to access the gym every day, and everything that happens in the access control app and their experience with the app is an experience and impression on the gym itself.
PDK is saving me a lot of money because I don't need to have a staff member on board. All I have to do is do it myself.
One of my favorite things about PDK is the ease of use. The app is intuitive, it's simple, it's well designed, it's beautiful. The system is truly an intuitive access control system. And because it's so intuitive, training is a breeze.
So when prospect members call me up and they want to tour the gym, I'm able to say, yes, you can tour the gym at any time. I can give you remote access. What they do is they go online and they sign up. I send them a quick text message explaining how to download the PDK app. And then as soon as I process that processing fee, I go ahead and go on the PDK app and give them access to their key. So they're able to come in at 1 o'clock in the morning as soon as they sign up. If a member cancels, all I have to do is deny their access through my app.
With PDK, no matter how big the membership gets, no matter how many credentials you issue, your monthly fee never changes because it's based on the number of doors you have, not the number of members that are using those doors.
The credentials that we use is Bluetooth, so everyone can use their phones to access the gym.
Very quick and convenient to access the gym. I pull my phone out, hold it up to the card reader, and I'm in.
So we developed a report that sends straight to my email. So as soon as that email hits me, I am able to see who's coming in through that door.
I feel very safe with my personal items here at Rock Fitness. I've left my phone and wallet here several times, and when I come back, they're in the same spot I was.
I trust PDK with the security of Rock Fitness because it locks my doors and it doesn't allow access to just anybody. Members can't give that code to anyone or access to anyone.
How awesome was that? So if you're an owner of a gym, imagine having to physically be on site to issue credentials to a new member of your gym every single time. Mobile credentials are awesome, and we love Rock Fitness. So let's go ahead and talk about how this is going to be beneficial for you as the dealer. Now, this is going to generate more recurring revenue. And we all love recurring revenue. It's definitely beneficial for your business. You could do that using the Bluetooth credentials, which will offer an additional recurring revenue per reader. And you can also add the mobile app as a permission for even more recurring revenue. So definitely love recurring revenue here at PDK, and we would love to help you continue to generate more. You can also prepare for the future when it comes to the Bluetooth readers. So if you install a Red reader, it doesn't necessarily have to have Bluetooth enabled. So if you want to be proactive, you can install Red readers that have Bluetooth capabilities, but just don't activate them. So that when your customer calls you and says, hey, look, I've heard about mobile credentials. I'd like to learn a little bit more, you as the dealer are going to look great when you could say, hey, actually, we installed red readers that have Bluetooth capabilities built in. We just haven't activated them for you. So if you would like to try the Bluetooth readers, all we have to do is check off a box and we can get those turned on for an additional X amount of money per month or per year, however you decide to bill. So that's going to make you look really good when you can future-proof your system a little bit. And future demand is going to thank you for that. All right, so that's how it's going to be beneficial to your end users, and that's how it's going to be beneficial to you as well. Let's go ahead and answer some of your questions for you guys. Let's take a look here. All right. So, hey Sean, what readers can use mobile credentials? So there's actually a couple different readers that you can use. You can use our red readers, which we have in keypad, mullion, and single gang. And then we also have our Touch IO reader. All right, how does credential self-help work? So all you need to do is download the PDK IO app, and then it's going to ask you if you had mobile credentials in the past. And then you're going to walk through that. It's just going to be this little wizard that'll walk you through, and it'll reissue you the credentials on the system that you were previously on without having to involve anybody else. Can the old non-red controllers work with new readers and mobile credentials? Yes. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that if you're going to be utilizing OSDP, you won't be able to do that on the previous controllers, but if you're going to hardwire Wiegand, that will work. It's a great question, Will. Let's see, what other questions do you have here? All right. Shannon says, thanks for doing this. Yeah, absolutely. We're more than happy to do so. As I understand it, there is an issue with the Bluetooth readers in iPhones. Can you discuss that a little bit? Yeah, absolutely. So iPhone's actually rolled out an update which changed the way that the battery saving worked in the background. So we've been working closely with the manufacturer of those readers to get that resolved. And basically that's really the issue, is that iPhone changed the way that it functions in the background. So what that was doing was it was making PDK-IO not run in the background appropriately. So I will definitely be happy to give you an update on this. We've been talking about it here a lot. I don't have an update just yet. If you would like to email me, I could follow up with you. My email is sean@ProdataKey.com, and Sean is spelled S-E-A-N, and that's at ProdataKey.com, and I'll definitely be happy to get you that update. I have a customer looking to add a fingerprint reader to the system. Do you have anything like that you can recommend? So we currently don't have any type of readers that work that way. You can use other readers that'll function on our system. It may just require a third-party software in order to generate that portion of for the fingerprint reading. That's a great question though. You do have to wire it as OSDP, not Wiegand, for this to work. Not with the Bluetooth. You can actually hardwire it Wiegand or OSDP. Depending on the reader that you purchase, there are a few different types of red readers, but you could still use Bluetooth if you're using Wiegand on those red readers. I have had no problems with the app on the iPhone. Well, that's good to know. To be honest with you, we haven't had a ton of people saying that they're having issues. There are some, but for the most part, we've had some extremely great feedback when it comes to iPhone or Android. But we are aware of that update on iPhone that has caused some issues for some of our customers. Mobile credentials will work with Wiegand wiring. Yes, that is correct, Ryan. Is there any way to incorporate NFC functionality into a red module? Not at the moment. That is something that we're taking a look at here at PDK, and we'll absolutely be happy to update you once we get more information on NFC. Okay, thank you, Brad. I have a customer with multiple locations. Is the difference in billing site specific to the number of cloud nodes, devices, or do they batch? So the way that it's going to be done is it's per cloud node. So if you have one customer, but you have several cloud nodes for that one customer, then you're going to have billing based on each individual cloud node as it stands right now with PDK. When would the Touch IO reader be used instead of red with mobile? That's a great question, Gary. So it really depends on what the customer is looking for. One really great benefit of the Touch IO reader is the ability to program it to where it's going to work based on intent. So instead of it just unlocking the door based on the proximity of the phone and the reader, you need to wave your hand in front of it or touch the reader, and then it's going to unlock that door. So that's going to boil down to what your customer's preference is when it comes to Bluetooth. Do you have a privacy hood or shield for the outdoor keypad reader? I have customers looking over the other person's shoulder and getting the code. Oh, at this time we do not. I'm sure that there's some other, through your distribution, you could take a look and see if there's any other, outside hardware that you could utilize. But as far as PDK is concerned, we don't have anything like that outside of the pedestal, which wouldn't really work in that instance.
Perfect opportunity to use mobile.
Yeah, and if you're using mobile credentials, you don't even have to worry about that. So there's no reason to look over your phone or look over somebody's shoulder if they're just simply presenting their phone to the reader. All right. Do we have a timeline on backup memory for offline mode up in this piece? We actually have controller continuity. I think that's what you're referring to. So we do have that built in right now. The update went out back in March, I believe. So I'd be happy to do a demo for you so you can take a look at what that looks like and how you do that within programming of PDK.io. Again, if you guys have more questions or you want to schedule a demo and get more in depth on this, feel free to email me. It's Sean, S-E-A-N, at ProdataKey.com, and I'd be happy to show you within the software what that looks like. Pedestal Pro has a hood. Awesome. Thank you so much, KMC Govern 2. Any plans for future fingerprint readers? I'm not the product guy, so I'm not 100% sure on what future plans are as far as hardware goes. We definitely take all of our dealers' ideas into consideration. We believe that partner fanaticism is number one here. If you guys were tuning in as we were leading up to this, Cole and his partner fanaticism. So we love taking your feedback. Anytime you guys have ideas for new features or new hardware, we actually keep them and we use those as we move forward here at PDK. So we'll definitely take that into consideration as we move forward. Let's see, is there any way to incorporate FC functionality? We already answered that one. Okay. How much does adding mobile credentials cost? That's a great question. Be happy to discuss that with you. Again, reach out to me directly. I can get you pricing, I can get you everything you need so that you could feel confident to start quoting PDK systems. But it's fairly inexpensive. And when you look at that compared to the cost of physical credentials, I think you're going to see the value in that. Great question, though. All right. And thank you guys so much for your questions. It's awesome. Is there a way to give a user manager access based on partitions rather than the entire system? I have received different answers from PDK reps. Yeah, absolutely. Partitions are an amazing portion within PDK where you can take a set of doors and separate them out from the rest of the system and then send an invite within the partition to that particular person so they can manage just those doors within partitions. Again, I'm happy to show you how to do that within PDK.io. If you want to just reach out to me, we can get a demo scheduled, and I'd be more than happy to walk you through that. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ryan. That's absolutely correct. Awesome. All right. Any other questions? I love all the questions and interactions, guys. Keep them coming. All right. Let's go ahead and do the red reader giveaway. This is the most exciting part of the video. So let's go ahead and we're going to just pick one at random. We're going to go with KMC Govern 2. Congratulations on your red reader, man. Please reach out to marketing@ProdataKey.com. Get us your information so we can send you out that red reader. Again, that's marketing@ProdataKey.com. And if you want to reach out to me directly with further questions, schedule a demo, more than happy to do so. It's Sean@ProdataKey.com. Thank you.
More questions.
Oh, there's more questions. Awesome. Rich Henderson fingerprint readers. I would be interested in to learn more about customer requirements. We have some partnerships. Oh, that's Brad. Sorry. Can you comment on the roadmap for improving the data migration process? Onboarded a client recently and getting data into custom fields was a nightmare. Yeah, absolutely. So on our roadmap, that's something that we're continuing to improve here at PDK. So with more specific things like that, you know, we have other people that are more involved with that. I handle everything on the inside. So, but I'm more than happy, again, if you want to email me, Sean@ProdataKey.com, I'm more than happy to follow up with you in regards to that. Congrats. Awesome. Let's see here. Leslie, manager permissions. I may have missed this already. What is the antenna on the back of the Touch IO readers for? My understanding is it blocks reception from the side the antenna is on. Yeah, so basically whatever that side is on, it won't recognize credentials on the opposite side of that. So what that does is if the reader's on the outside and you're on the inside of the building, then it's not going to recognize the credentials as you walk by it from the inside of the building. It's only going to recognize it on the outside. So wherever the reader is pointing is where it's going to be receiving that signal from. Custom Fields got a massive overhaul recently. Let me find the link. Awesome. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, if you could provide that, that'd be super helpful. Regarding fingerprint readers, I would be interested to learn more about the custom requirements. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So is there a way to wire the contact closure relay with a security camera with AI and use a keypad credential at the same time? Hope that makes sense. Lucas, email me on that just so we can get a little bit more in depth and I can get you the information that you're looking for. But there's very few things PDK IO can't figure out a way to do with our system events and all of that. So again, I know I've said it a bunch of times, but just in case, Sean, SEAN, @ProdataKey.com. New line of doorbell readers. That would be cool, Will. Right now, you know, again, I'm not too familiar with what hardware we're going to release, but a doorbell reader would be very interesting. And I've seen my fair share of requests for that type of reader. Does PDK plan on having CCTV integration? We actually already have CCTV integration. So we have integrations with Digital Watchdog, Hanwha, and Turing. So let us know, you know, reach out to me. I can get you in contact with somebody. If you don't already have a point of contact, you know, with those manufacturers, the integrations are awesome. We do demos for them all the time. My inside team has done probably 10 Digital Watchdog demos this month. So feel free to reach out to us and we'll make sure to show you what that integration looks like. But great question. System events can do everything. Yeah, our system events is amazing. It's actually, it's insane how much we can do. Is there a wire contact closure? Okay, we've answered that question. Awesome. Any more questions, guys? I love how many questions that we got. This has been awesome. I love the interaction. AC Govern, don't forget to email marketing@ProdataKey.com so we can get you that red reader. All right, any other questions? All right. Well, if you do have further questions, again, email Sean, SEAN, @ProdataKey.com. Casey Govern, make sure you email marketing@ProdataKey.com with your information so we can send out that red reader. And be sure to tune in. We're going to be doing this monthly, offering coaching on all about PDK so that we can help you feel like you have the tools and resources necessary to be successful. Which reader we have to use for Bluetooth? Yeah, absolutely, KMC Govern. Thank you for stopping in. That's a great question. So we have two different types of readers. We have the red readers, which are OSDP and they're high security. And then we have our Touch IO. So with the red readers, we have mullion, single gang, and keypad. And then with the Touch IO, it's a mullion style reader. So you can use either of those when it comes to issuing Bluetooth credentials. Also, do we need to use OSDP or can we go with Weekend? So you could do either, especially when it comes to the Touch. Well, Touch IO is going to be only Weekend, but with the red readers, you do have the option of going with Weekend or OSDP. So whichever way you want to wire it up, the mobile credentials will work. Great questions, everybody. Can you explain the aux8 controller and what it can be used for? Yeah, so with the aux8, what that's going to do is it's going to have inputs and outputs. So it's going to be great for if you wanted to just monitor the statuses of doors, then you can just add the DPSs to that aux board. You can use it for elevator control. So that's really what it's for. It's an auxiliary board. So you're using it not necessarily to control doors, but you might be using it to monitor the status of those doors. Great question, Michael. All right, any other questions, guys? All right, well, thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. One last reminder to KMC Govern, email marketing@ProdataKey.com. We will see you guys in the next coaching session. And again, thank you so much for stopping in.